Welcome to Unsupervised Goobers. I am Nicholas. That is Dippolis, and today we are I'm gonna make it stick, brother. Today
Sound like
we
a
are
dinosaur.
discussing. Like a what does that even mean? Oh, I get it. I just got it. Well, you could be. We all could be dinosaurs. I
You know I
got
hate
nothing else for that.
dinosaurs. Yeah,
I
okay.
know. I'm trying to convince you to join the fun side of life and enjoy dinosaurs. But you know,
Do you want
you
to?
didn't grow up with Jurassic Park.
No,
Or maybe
I
you did.
grew.
I don't know.
I just like I liked Godzilla, but I don't think Godzilla technically counts as a dinosaur.
So technically, if we are to go by the Heisei canon, he was a dinosaur. He was a lost dinosaur on an island called a Godzillasaurus, and then it was the nuclear bombs that then turned him into a giant Godzilla.
Well, then I guess I
So
like one
technically,
dinosaur.
yeah.
Okay,
And
so
also the Godzillasaurus figure is kind of expensive, so it's kind of cool.
yeah, that's a.
So
So you want to know what we're talking about today, Nick?
I would love to know what we're talking about today.
We're going to talk about Gene Stevens. Gene
Ooh.
Stevens lived in Pennsylvania, I believe. I'm not going to say the town because fuck, I can barely speak as it is.
Not that name. Mm-mm.
While losing Pennsylvania, I probably just said that completely wrong.
Did you text it to me? Because I could probably or was that not in the?
No, I didn't text you. My book fell over.
No, you just said Pennsylvania. Yeah. Oh, see, because you're like, I'm not typing that out.
Yeah, because fuck that.
No, I get you.
So Gene Stevens, in 2010, was 91 years old.
Ooh.
Do you want to know what Gene Stevens did?
What did Gene Stevens? Wait, so she was 91 in 2010.
So this all takes place in 2010. This is when everything came to light in 2010.
Okay, man, and so she. Let me see if I can guess. So she was caught doing this in 2010, or she had just like started her.
No, she got caught doing this in 2010.
Okay, so she got caught doing this in 2010. Gene Stevens. Sounds like a lovely old lady that was caught. See, normally my brain is so good at coming up with funny stuff. I was gonna say like stuffing possums, like taxidermying possums out of her out of her garage. But that was so stupid when I said it, so I'm gonna take that one back. She was absolutely cooking for her neighborhood, but she was putting like rats in the food, and she was feeding her whole neighborhood like rats for like years. And they're like, "God, we've been eating your southern cooking for so—" I don't know why southern cooking in Pennsylvania, but we've been eating your cooking, and we didn't know it had rats in it. That's what she did. That's what Gene Stevens did. She was cooking with rats and didn't tell nobody for years, decades even.
Gene Stevens, the rat server. Actually, no. So Gene had a twin sister named June. June died.
Okay. Oh,
Gene
that's so good.
dug up June's body and had June live with her.
Oh.
That's what Gene did. So
Oh.
there was many accounts in this town of this old lady just digging in the graveyard, and they're like a lot of
Just
people
hanging
believe
out.
it. Yeah, just hanging out. Like someone's grandma's like, you know what? It's a good day today. I'm gonna go digging for bones. So what she did is, so June wasn't the first one. She's not the first person.
Oh,
she dug up.
Jesus. Oh, no.
June was number 2. Number 1. June was married. She had a husband. I believe her husband's name was. Let's find out. Okay, I have it here. It was James. So.
Oh, wait. That's gotta be made up. Freaking
No,
June, Gene, and James.
This is all real. This really
It's like a
really
fairy
happened.
tale. All the names are simple so the kids can remember them. Oh, what the fuck? That's so creepy.
So this story is wild. So first she digs up her husband. She brings him home, and like this was in like I don't know. James died in 1999. This is when James died.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And
Okay.
I don't know exactly when she dug up James, but I think it was about a year before she dug up June. So like testing the waters, and she. So
well,
this
I
is
guess
how
so.
this is how she stole her husband, which is the greatest. This lady's smart. This lady is intelligent. So in counties and stuff, you as a family member, you can have the graves exhumed, and you can be like, hey, I just want to like check out the family and plot. So what she did, she had James exhumed. She checked him out. She liked bones for some reason. I don't know what it was. She had James exhumed, and then she's like, hey, okay, cool, I seen him, and then she goes back and digs him up. The ground's already disturbed, so you would never.
Oh my
guess.
goodness! Yeah.
And then she takes James back to the house. Of course, this 91-year-old lady didn't do this. By this time, she was probably like 85, and
That's
this old lady
still
didn't do
quite
it, so.
well. If she was 90, well, if he died in. Oh wait, so when did she dig up June?
So she dug
So it
up
was a
June.
year.
June died in 2009, and she dug up June in 2010.
Oh man, so she if she did like her husband like a year or so before, she was like 89, 90. Holy shit! If she was 91 in 2010, she would have been like 88, 89. That's still quite the effort for. I mean, I couldn't do that, and I'm 30. Or I'm turning 30. That's a lot of work. I mean, I guess the casket was already exhumed, so
My apologies. It's worse than I thought about James. I missed.
Oh no! Oh no!
So she dug up her husband, James Stevens, shortly after he was buried in 1999. She kept his embalmed corpse at their house for over 2 decades because she could not bear him to have him in the ground. Also, later exhuming her twin sister in 2000, in October 2009. This all came to light in 2010.
So
love your face.
So she did also steal a body when she was like 90. Then, holy crap!
Yeah.
So she stole her husband when I guess 70 something, like when she was in her 70s. God dang! 2 bodies stole. I guess at that point her husband was. Well, no, he was like what? That he'd still be like.
So she was still. Oh. She was probably like still in her like 70s or 60s around that time because it was 1999. So I'm not even gonna do the math because I do math for work. Yeah, dude. So this happened in 1999. So for like 2 decades, or how many decades, this lady had her husband just hanging out with her, just doing that.
That is so gross.
Nobody knew. So when June died, she had June. Also, in certain counties, she lived on a big property, and this is going to come into play. So just remember that she had a big property, and under this property, I'll tell you about that later. So she had a big property. So you could petition. You can go to the county and be like, "Hey, I want to turn a plot of my land into a cemetery for my family burial." We know why they did that, so she can get June inside the house.
So she can keep her dead relatives around her because that's what she likes to do.
So there was a point where she had her husband and her sister inside the house. She invited her nephew over to have tea with them. Just have tea. Have a good old tea party with them.
Come on, nephew, let's have some tea. Let me show you your auntie. Or I guess your mom. Oh, no. Is it the nephew of the
I don't know where the nephew stood too much because I didn't really talk to him too much. But the funniest thing is they didn't tell on her. They didn't go to the police after they saw that. They were just like, yeah, she's quirky.
Right. She's quirky.
She's definitely something. Now, we'll start moving along here because I want to, get deeper into the story. So he's the one that accidentally rats her out. Essentially, this is like 6 like,
He
2
didn't
years.
even do it on purpose. He
No, he didn't do it
accidentally
on
ratted
purpose.
her out.
And there were people helping her. How do you think she got these bodies home? So, like,
I legitimately thought she was just being like an old grandma walking into the cemetery, going picking up
No,
bodies, throwing them
so-
over her shoulder, like she's like gangsta, like she's like so strong.
she's like, no. So she had one of the neighbors help her, and like, she was rich. So the story goes that like, he said she just kept asking him, and he just finally gave in and helped her get the body inside the house.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Can you please help me dig up a dead body? Oh my god, fucking fine. Jesus Christ.
I'm so tired, Gene. Please just leave me alone.
Just stop talking to me about fucking body. Yeah. Like, god damn it, fine.
You're looking good.
Yeah, like she like popping up in his eyes, like, so what do you think about those bodies? Like, fucking Jesus, don't scare me. Gee, damn.
So I forgot to mention this about, so when June got inside the house, she would put a wig on her and put makeup on her and spray really expensive perfume on there, and it probably
I guess you got
shit.
to, right?
Yeah, you got to at that point. And she would like talk to them every day. Just, so
remember when you guys were alive? That was crazy.
There was another couple that were neighbors, and they basically like worked in the city department. They were the city. They passed all the permits, all that. So why do you think it was so easy? And like, no one knew that June was inside there, so they didn't think anything suspicious at the time. The funny thing is that those neighbors that work for the city and approve all these things knew that she had the fucking bodies in the house.
That's crazy.
And they didn't say a fucking thing.
Well, so then I would assume then, if they all knew, because they were all like kind of in cahoots, I'm going to assume that Jean, because you said she was very rich, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Jean was slipping them all bills, just like, it'd be really nice if you just didn't say anything about the dead husband and the dead sister.
I didn't tell you how she was rich yet, though. Here's where it comes
Oh my goodness gracious, here we go.
So why do you think no one ratted on her and said, hey, bro, they got like her dead sister and like her husband from 1999 inside the house?
For vintage 1999 corpse over here.
Now, Jean owned acres and acres of land. Fucking acres of land.
Gotcha.
Under her land was natural gas deposits.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So that land is worth a lot of fucking money. In 2010, that money, so why, and she had the only relatives she had were her nephew, and they weren't really close, so why do you think everybody was cool with Jean doing this? Because she needed to leave someone in the will, because
If
no one was in that will, everybody would have just spent it on that house like vultures to buy it as quick as possible. So that's why everybody was sucking up to Jean.
So everyone was cool with her being a crazy old lady that kept bodies in her, because you want to be like, well, but when you die, though, think about, remember how I helped you with the bodies? Remember your sister's there because of me? Someone's got to get this house, lady. That's fucking crazy. So, my goodness.
It just gets crazier from here. We're not even done yet.
Oh, my God.
So why do you think Jean dug up these bodies? Why do you think she had her family live with her?
That part, I'm going to chalk up to her just being fucking crazy? Or just, like...
She was claustrophobic. I don't know. So because she was claustrophobic, she couldn't have her husband be in a box for the rest of her life. And
my goodness.
So that's why they lived inside the house with her.
I mean, that's still a crazy person, because you gotta be pretty crazy to make that mental gymnastics work. Clearly they need to be in my house. That's crazy. So,
now we're gonna get to when the cops show up. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
There is a full investigation. Sponsored by This Hoe's Got Roaches in Her Crib. It's by Quan Mills.
Dude, she's got roaches in her crib, man. Watch it.
After those dead bodies in there, of course she does.
I mean, I probably wouldn't care too much about the roaches at that point. Be like, oh god, there's bugs. Also, there's like 2 dead mummified corpses over there. But the roaches that's just too much.
So, let's see. The cops arrive and discover the.
And by the way,
around.
guys, if you keep seeing me looking down, I'm looking at my phone because I'm waiting for like an order to get here. So that's what that is. I'm not reading the notes on the story. I'm genuinely. This is the first time he's actually telling me this stuff is crazy.
I texted him about it. I was like,
he gives me like little synopsis or whatever to little intrigue. I go, oh okay, that could be cool. But I did not know
idea. Yeah, you had
that's
no idea.
That is way more interesting than like way more intriguing.
Oh, it gets fucking even wilder. So you ready for this shit? Cops show up. They're like, "Hey, Jean, we heard you had some bodies inside the house." She's like, "Oh yeah, my sister's in the back room right now. You want to meet her?"
Oh, what the fuck?
So she brings the fucking cops to meet the bodies, and they're like, and she's like, "Yeah, I just didn't want them to be claustrophobic. Just I wanted them to hang out with me." So they bring in this coroner dude, and he's just like, he's wacky as all can be. I think his name's Tom or some shit. And he's like examining the bodies. He's like, okay, yeah. They're like, we gotta put these back. We gotta figure out what to do with them. We're gonna open an investigation.
Put them back.
And Jean's like, well, no, can't they just stay here? And they're like, no, fuck no, you can't have
dead
bodies inside your house, dude. You just can't have dead bodies.
Sorry, Jean.
My bad, Jean. So,
sorry to burst your bubble.
So they take the bodies out of there and they open an investigation up into June. I mean, yeah, Jean. Sorry, June's the dead sister.
June's gone.
June's gone. June's dead. And mind you, I forgot to.
Well, but she's not claustrophobic. But she's not being in a box, so that's all that matters. Is that she won't.
She's safe.
Doesn't have to deal with claustrophobia.
So, cops show up. They do their things. They take the bodies back. And Jean, every day, is showing up at the coroner's office, being like, "Hey, can I see the bodies?" And Tom's like, "No, you can't.
You really can't."
And like, she starts bringing them clothes, and he's like, "Well," she's like, "Can you just make sure that like they're dressed and stuff?" So he starts dressing the bodies. This coroner, whose job it is to like follow procedures and stuff, like.
Just starts putting clothes on him? What the fuck?
So, and then Jean keeps coming by, and she's like, okay, can you talk to them? Because I used to talk to them all the time. And Tom's like, sure, I'll talk to them. So as the story goes, he's sitting these two bodies up, talking to them, talking about other dead bodies that have come through the morgue. Talking to these two like they exist, like they're real people.
What the fuck? This is getting like weird.
Yeah, it's just
like really weird.
So they think that Jean was paying off Tom to do these things because that's logically what makes sense. He says,
"I would say yeah."
He just says, "I did it because we were friends. She was kooky. I'm kooky. Stuff like that." Inside this episode, they talk about Tom a little bit. Yeah, he got in trouble for embezzlement. So this all really just kind of makes sense. He got in trouble for embezzlement. He had a nonprofit of basically ambulances that would come to people who couldn't afford them and take them out, and they would get donations and stuff. And he was making purchases from those, from those funds, which is embezzlement. You cannot do that, Tom. I believe his name is Tom. He's really kooky. I can't remember the name of the show, but it's on HBO, and it's just like these episodes of just really weird things. So this story really fucking stuck out. Like I was like, I gotta tell Nick about this bitch.
That is so fucking crazy.
It's
so
wild.
Horrifying.
So Tom's doing all these things, and eventually Jean on our property is like, Tom, you got to come over, and I got to show you what I built. And he's like, okay. I'll entertain you. So she goes over there, and it's this shed with I guess heater and air conditioning inside. And they walk in, and there's 8 tables laid out.
I don't like where this is going.
And she's like, that's going to be for Jean, my husband, her husband, my mom, my grandpa, me. Like all her family's just going to be chilling in this shed on the property that. Are you ready? Because it gets wilder.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So Jean doesn't get charged with anything. They do the investigation. They're like, she's
What?
91. She's 91 years old at this point. This is a small town too, Nick. Like she's 91 at this
Sure,
point. She didn't do any
sure.
harm. She's never been in any trouble. So they're just like, we're gonna forgive her. Basically done. Dunskies, we're done with this. We're done. We're done here.
Stop with the dead bodies. Put them back, and you're fine.
But they still have to figure out what to do with the bodies. I don't know why they just can't put them back in their regular place. I guess Jean's fighting it or whatever. I'm not really too sure what happened there. So Jean dies. Let's find out when Jean dies. And just Jean Steven.
I knew it was coming up because it was 91. That's a rough,
Yeah, she lived. She was a cool old lady.
I'm gonna guess 2014. It's gonna be way off. It's gonna be like next year.
Boop, 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 boop. I think she died in 2010. So probably at the
Okay.
end of
See, I was
2010.
off.
She didn't live very long.
Gotcha.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm googling this. I'm remembering this all top of my head too. So yeah. So what happened is Jean dies. She doesn't want to be buried in the ground because she's claustrophobic. Husband doesn't need to be buried in there, claustrophobic. Well, we don't know that. And then sister, maybe claustrophobic. Projection from Jean. So they do the burial. The only people at the burial were the two neighbors.
Oh God.
The one that worked for the city, do all the city stuff.
I bet I know another person that was there.
Tom the coroner.
Oh, yep. Tom was there, of course.
And then basically just the priest that blessed it. So that's where Jean's buried.
Not the nephew.
So nephew gets no shit because Jean found out that it was him that basically ratted her out for the bodies. She found out he did it. The reason that he knows is because he was interested in getting the family house, so he's talking to a attorney about it. Obviously, the attorney's got to say something along. He was talking to somebody and mentioned it. They basically called the cops.
Any strange things that you know of the house that you were trying to get from your grandmother? There's just one little. She has a tiny, small collection of dead relative bodies in there. Sorry, what? Just a
Why? Like that's
that's something.
So in the will, nephew gets bullshit. Nothing. Boop, boop, boop. Jean says, "Fuck you, nephew. You're done." Who do you think gets the house?
Tom.
Nope, it's the neighbors.
Oh, the neighbors get the house. Okay.
Remember,
okay.
The neighbors signed the permit, the zoning for her to get the property done. Do anything that she would need to do would be approved from them, so she gave them the house. They got rid of the house, sold all the land, but one piece. What piece do you think is still standing on that land?
That fucking shed.
That fucking shed. So the theory
That fucking
goes,
shed. What the fuck?
So
what?
Tom had to get something out of this. There's no way that Tom didn't get paid or something. He got fucking something out of this. I don't know what it was. You can't go anywhere.
What the fuck?
You can't go anywhere near the shed. Like the house is still there and the shed's still there. Like those, but a lot of the land's gone because I'm pretty sure they sold a lot of it off. But that shed's still there. Their son will run out. Like you can't come near them. Like Tom went to go check out the shed. Like you can't come near them. Blah blah.
Are there pictures of this shit?
I don't know if it's. They say it's still around. So here's the last thing. The documentary wanted to do some non-invasive stuff on the grave. So they made this cement box for Jean, her sister, and her husband to all be in. It's above ground. It's just a cement box above ground. They think there's no bodies in there. They think the bodies are in that shed. The documentary company that I was watching it, that wanted to do, they want to use some non-invasive stuff to look inside basically the concrete slab under it to see if there was any bodies in it. Guess what? They haven't heard back from anybody from the city. Can you guess why?
Because they're all being paid off?
Because the neighbors are the one who approve everything in the city.
Oh my god!
The ones that got the house. So as a last thing, as a last ditch effort, I believe. Okay, allegedly. Let's throw this allegedly. I believe that Gene Stevens gave them the house as long as they promised to keep her body and her sister and her husband inside that shed.
Oh my god, they're all together. They're all together in that fucking shed. Oh, that is so creepy.
That is the story of Gene Stevens, Nick.
That is fucking creepy.
Isn't that a wild fucking story, dude?
Oh. I'm like trying to find pictures of this house.
I told you I brought a doozy for you.
Final resting places. Her elderly woman had tea with corpses of her husband and sister after her death. Her final resting place is questioned to this day, and this was March 13th, 2026.
Yep.
Gene Stevens' decision to keep her corpse of family members in her Pennsylvania home investigated in the season 2 finale of ID's The Curious Case of... Oh my goodness gracious.
Please watch that episode. It is so
Gene.
Fucking good. There you go. You get to see what Gene Stevens looks like.
Oh god, that's so creepy. Oh, they got a picture of the fucking... of the kitchen. You see her kitchen. And I guess this is where they would... Here, I'll share this with you.
Are you, so on a scale 1 to 10 of this story that I brought you, what would you rate it?
Oh, this is fucking freaky, bro.
Could you send it to me on Discord?
I'm doing that right now. Patience,
young Padawan. Was that a...
That's her kitchen.
Oh yeah, they did like recreations of it. I highly advise to watch that episode. That's probably like the best episode I've seen so far. Like there was one where...
That is just monumentally weird.
Yeah, it was a monumentally weird episode. There was one episode where a bunch of girls got Tourette's in a town. Like, it was like a group of girls just got Tourette's. It was really weird, but like nothing, not noteworthy as much as Gene Stevens here. Do you realize that this is the second episode we talk about someone taking dead bodies into their house?
And it's I did realize this, and this is I believe the 10th episode that we're doing, and the first episode that we did was talking about a man storing bodies.
Is it episode 10? Are we on episode 10? I don't even know what episode we're on anymore.
I thought we just uploaded episode 9, so that would mean this is 10.
Let's go to YouTube and find out.
So I think that's actually quite good that 10 episodes in, we're bringing back to dead people keeping dead bodies in their houses. Why y'all doing that? Stop doing that. Stop with the dead bodies.
Oh yeah, it is though, because I accidentally put episode 7 twice, so we are on episode... That was episode 9, where this is episode technically 10. My bad. I didn't realize I did that.
Look at that.
Look at you, because it says episode 7, Nick is here, and then episode 7, Nick has a camera, and then episode 8. So yes, we did it. We did 10 episodes, dude, and the 10th episode is about Gene Stevens and
bringing it back. Bringing it back around.
The greatest hits. The greatest hits are the dead bodies.
The greatest hits. Nah,
no, I like
about people keeping dead bodies is really like very creepy.
If I can, like every like 5 episodes or so, I'm gonna do like I want to do like a segment like this, just where I tell you a good story. That was fucking fantastic, dude. No,
that was cool. That the way it wraps. Oh god, it's so creepy. She was controlling everybody. She was like,
she really did.
Darth Sidious.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. So, Jean was very cunning too. She tried to get everything her way. She's very manipulative towards people. So there's one part where one of the detectives and Tom are talking to him, and she's fucking flirting with Tom, like hardcore.
Oh.
And the detective says that she pulled her dress all the way up to her ankle and showed Tom some fucking skin. She was like, ooh.
That's so gross.
Yeah, that's awkward, man. I could imagine being in like just just in a situation like that, like it's just so boggling. Like
That is so uncomfortable.
hey, I'm gonna live with some bodies inside my house, especially one for
Well,
like a
well,
couple, like
because they're gonna be claustrophobic.
like
You can't keep them in a box. Duh. So it's such a weird, creepy mentality to have for that. Oh my goodness.
So Nick, from what I told you, where do you think Gene Stevens is buried?
See, that's the question. I'm gonna assume she's buried in that fucking shed
Oh, I 100
on that table.
She has
That's
to be.
what I would. That's what I would say. She's in that shed that the neighbors refuse to ever let anyone in. And of course, since they're like with the city and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, this is there. Everything's fine.
We can
It's
do
all
whatever
good.
we want.
We're all good.
So
It's all fine.
I really hope there's like an update to this story. I'd really like to know like.
I see people are still talking about it. Just as far as like a couple weeks ago, there was an article written about it. So
yeah, it's because
cool.
that documentary, like that episode dropped, and everybody's just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, okay.
Because what was the other one? Here, I'll tell you the other episode real quick while we're here.
While you're looking for that, we'll pay in memoriam for another dead thing. Gamma Sector, the awesome slamming deathcore band, is no more, and I'm really sad about that. All their albums were great. They all sound different. Very cool stuff.
I'm sad that
And it was the first camo hat I ever got was of Gamma Sector. I wish I had one of their CDs around here. I think no, I didn't have a CD signed by them. Damn it! And I'll never be able to get one signed by them. But I pretty much have all their stuff. They have a couple pretty rare CDs. I think actually I'm gonna go ahead and say I think all their CDs are kind of sort of rare because they're all from like either their first 3 records are from defunct record labels. And then their 4th album was like a limited pressing thing. So I think all their albums are kind of rare now, but it's super cool. Like their second album is like really technical. Like just I can't pronounce the name of the album, but it's got like an alien like doing like the Jesus pose, and he's got multiple arms. You'll know it if you saw it. Has some of the coolest like technical deathcore riffs in there. It's a very technical album, but then also has like the brutal slamming parts. But then their 3rd and 4th album are just like pure like slamming brutal deathcore, like just no nonsense, fucking just heavy shit. Which typically I'm not like super duper into. I prefer more melodic, more technical stuff. But something about the way Gamma Sector did it, because they always still find their way to sneak in like crazy technical like little riffs in there every now and then. So yes, exactly.
So speaking of deathcore, there was a Colorado couple. They owned a funeral home called Return to Nature. They were trying to try to do some green stuff with like disposing of bodies, like a hydro.
All for a good cause.
All for a good cause. He's in big trouble.
I guess the cause wasn't that good, huh?
So they didn't. I'm just gonna give a quick synopsis of the story. So basically, they got a bunch of families in there. They were like, blah blah blah. We'll take care of the bodies. They didn't properly store the bodies, and they just let 190 bodies rot inside this funeral home.
Oh, I think I did hear something about that one. Oh, God. I actually do vaguely remember hearing something about this one. That is fucking gross. That is so nasty. When was this one? Was this one like somewhat recently?
Yeah.
Or was this not recent?
This was probably in the last, I would say, probably like 2024, 2025.
Oh, okay. I think I did hear about this then. Because I do remember hearing something about like some weird funeral home thing. But then it turned out they were just like basically, they weren't like collecting, but basically just like storing dead bodies, but like not in the right way.
So basically, this dude was like a DIY stuff. Like, I'll do everything myself. He built like a refrigeration unit that didn't work. They were sending out like basically like concrete to families saying, "Hey, we've basically cremated your family member." One of this lady's sons was like there rotting for fucking 4 years. Like it was.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was
so
really
sad.
fucked up. Like Gene's story is funny. These people were fucking like monsters. They're actual literal monsters. Yeah, fuck this
What was
couple.
the
We're
what
fucking
was
return
the what
nature.
was the what was the reason behind not like just was it just complete incompetence, or was there like a malicious reason to, yeah, we'll take your family's dead body member just so we can rot you, motherfucker? Like that seems so strange. That's not a fun thing to do. Just storing like dead bodies. At least it could be fun for others, but it seems kind of weird to me. But it just seems like such a weird fucking thing to do. Like, what was
Yeah, I
the
mean,
reason behind doing that? Like,
just I think they wanted to use the money, and like no one's ever gonna find out. Like I think he was also in trouble for like using COVID funds for like a funeral business, but he was like having an affair with another girl and like spending a bunch of money on her when it should have been used to this. So he got 15 to 20 years sentence in prison.
good,
Fuck him.
good. Fuck him.
Yeah,
That is
like
good.
he pled
There's a
guilty
bright side.
to 191 counts of corpse abuse last year.
That's
They
a
were
lot.
the judge
You think
rejected.
that'd be more? You think that'd be like a more time in jail for 191 counts of corpse abuse?
But Judge Rentley has now rejected both Halford's plea agreements. Several family members asked for just under 200 years in prison for Carrie Halford on Monday, which includes a year for each body discovered.
See, that's more like it.
We're not
I love it
asking.
whenever. Go ahead.
This is what one of the victims said. We're not asking for revenge. We're asking for acknowledgement, for the court to see each victim as a human being, as they were. Said Derek Johnson, the mother of who was part of this grim toll. Yeah, dude, fuck them.
I agree. I love it whenever the judge comes down, like they do, because they very ever rarely say like, I sentence you to life. The best one is whenever they say, I sentence you to 156 years in prison. It's like that's always awesome to me. It's like, I'm not going to give you life. You just have to spend the next 156 years in jail.
I
It's like,
sentence
fuck,
I
yeah.
sentence you to the void of doom, where you'll spend eternity.
Yeah.
Judge,
It's like
get him.
like
Fuck yeah.
if you somehow live to be like 170, you can get out, brother. That's all
Right?
you got to do.
You're living
gotta,
170.
yeah, you can come out. Come on, come back. Come on back. No, it's fucking awesome. Well, that guy deserves. I think he only got like what 15 to 20, but he deserves 100, 200 fucking years in jail. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, not only were they like, they have also admitted in federal
I'm
court to
shocked it was so
defrauding.
less. Like I'm shocked it's so much. It's such little time. Like 20 years does not seem like that's 191 dead bodies you were just fucking holding on to. Like that seems
Like,
crazy.
how does that not eat at your soul? Like,
That
you're
is an
just,
evil person. That person shouldn't be out in 20 years. The person should be in for the rest of their life. That's pure evil.
I think somewhere in here they said they have to pay $1 million restitution to all the families and stuff.
Oh well, yeah. But the problem, like, I honestly have a problem with that because people can get out of that shit. It's like, nah, man, fucking, like, make like that should be generational. Like, maybe not generational, but like, like, shit, someone needs to fucking pay for that. That is so terrible.
This is what they did. They had offered green burials without embalming. Lavishly spent a pandemic
Without embalming.
Spent a pandemic era small business loan on vehicles, cryptocurrency, priceless goods from stores like Gucci, Tiffany and Co. Laser body sculpting rather than on the return to nature funeral home. So all of this could have been avoided if they actually put the money that they got presented from that small business COVID thing to the actual business and could have accomplished what they were doing and actually.
So they were already like running a business that was maybe somewhat like. At some point, were they doing what they actually were saying, or was it a sham from the beginning?
I have no idea. I think it was a sham from the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, that is fucking evil. Just, yeah, give us the money and we'll take care of your family members. Throw them in the back. Throw it in the back. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, Jesus. So I guess what they're saying is John Halford was sentenced to 20 years in federal cases and 40 years in state cases at his sentencing last night. He apologized and said he would regret his actions for the rest of his life. No, you just regret that you got caught.
Of course. Yeah, exactly. I'm deeply so does that mean 60 in life in all?
It sounds like
or is
60
it like
years, dude.
And he's how old? Because that could very well be the rest of his life. That's a fucking chunk of life. That could very well. Unless he gets offered parole or something later on.
I imagine he's Kerry Halford's 48.
He looks a little bit older. He could be like in his 50s.
Yeah, he's like somewhere.
If you're in your 50s or like late 40s, early 50s, 60 years, that's pretty much a life sentence.
Yeah, you're pretty much done inside.
Yeah, that's pretty much a life sentence right there.
The owners of the Colorado funeral home ordered to pay $950 million in mishandling remains.
Oh, $950 million. Holy shit! That's 50 million away from $1 billion.
Dude, that's fucking insane. Like, you know what? But fuck him.
And then all I have to say is I'm very regrettable for what I've done. It's like dude, you're just taking people's dead family members and throwing them in the back of the shed, being like, we'll get to it.
So they were caught.
Let's get laser sculpting surgery or whatever the fuck they were doing.
So some bodies listed deaths date back to 2019. I think this happened in like 2024.
Yeah, that is bad. Ugh.
For fucking years, these bodies were rotting inside this place, dude. Like, it's just scummy business practices. They get a little bit of money, and they're like,
That is fucking gnarly.
So
and very, very disheartening.
So this was our bodies episode, dude.
That was, oh my goodness gracious. Well, the takeaway is don't get into a business that you can't see throughout, one, and then also the life lesson here too is dead bodies don't get claustrophobic.
Be a good person.
They don't. The crazy thing is though, I actually think I side with besides the whole trying to seduce a coroner, I think I side more with Gene out of these two stories.
So
than I do the dead body business.
Gene's was just a goofy little story about an eccentric old lady.
Yeah. It's crazy how nicer Gene's stories sound. Like, as far as like
comparatively,
it's everyone around her that kind of sort of like, because they were all just trying to use Gene for her, like where she lived. So it was everyone around her, like, and basically enabling her, and also she was old, So you can see that. But then these people fucking actively knew that they were just desecrating, these loved ones from other people just for money. So that's pretty fucking terrible.
Oh, what a good story! What the Gene story I fucking love. That's a story.
The Gene story is fucking crazy, bro. That's insane.
I told you I had a doozy for you, dude. I told you I was boy.
It's funny because it's like what you texted me, I can see but you basically told me the only thing that I needed, in this text message, you basically just told me the bare minimum. Like, this is a tiny text message compared to what...
It was like, I was like, just hold on to your bootstraps, baby cakes. This is gonna be a fucking ride, dude.
And even my response to that was already, oh my goodness. I was already fucking...
So,
yeah. Damn, that took a crazy turn. At one point, I really thought the Gene story was going to be like something about the natural gases on her land was like leaking through and like making her insane or something like that. I thought that
she just wanted to be. She just didn't want her family to be buried. She just didn't want her family to be claustrophobic and buried, and everyone around her, whenever they realized where she was perfectly okay with that. Like, yes, of course, Gene. You had them dig them up. You had them exhumed. We'll go pick up those bodies tonight. It's already open. Let's go pick them up.
Yeah. We'll go tonight, girl. Fuck it. That's fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit.
So when I text him, because I'm trying to get Consumed Propaganda and Coffee on our show. He's a really good
I
buddy of
would
mine.
fucking love that.
So he's a big like conspiracy dude on TikTok. So I want to have a big conspiracy episode. So hopefully next week or one of these days, if he's available this week, maybe we can just do it and shoot it, and we'll shoot it, put it out in 2 weeks. I still got to get that superstition episode done. I got to still. It's gonna happen. I'm working on it. It's just taking longer because it's a pain in the dick. But
It's gonna be awesome though. It's gonna be worth. It's gonna be worth the wait, guys. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, well, Nick, as a pleasure. I'm always glad to see you. I love you.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure.
This
is such a great. We always joke around that this is the whole reason that we started this was so that we would have a consistent. We'd have to like basically give ourselves a reason to make sure that we talk to each other. Because we always want to say, because we're both busy. You know, you got your job, I got my.
You're famous.
Crazy
you're
as all
Mr.
hell
famous
life.
man on campus.
It's weird.
Fucking
weird
John
now,
DiMaggio. I saw that your lady was with fucking Mick Foley, the legend Mick Foley. You bastard.
Dude, we got to. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, Nick, before we leave, we always have to promote your stuff because I might have next show. I might have something to promote finally. So, Nick, what do you got coming up?
I have coming up. I have will have to be because only a couple of these things that I always have a big list, but only a few of them have been announced. But the ones I know that are for sure announced are. Let me just get to it real quick. The ones that I know are announced is, of course, Nicholas P. Jones. That's me. Duh. I'm going to Houston NostalgiaCon in a couple weeks, and then I am going to Tennessee in Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. I am so excited. Kingsport, Tennessee. Going to be very, very, very fun. And that is on May 29th and 31st, and Houston NostalgiaCon is April 10th and the 12th. Oh my goodness. Going to be so much fun.
Well, look at you. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm so glad you get to go out there and see all the fans that love you, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Chowder."
Thank you, guys, and I appreciate it. It's still. I think I'm about 6 shows in now. I'm still not used to it, and it's still amazing, and it's still like. I still don't think it's real. So I can't appreciate everyone for supporting me enough, and now I get to, and because of it, I've gotten cool opportunities to meet people like you, Dipper, and now we're like best buddies, and it's like this stuff is insane. So
I drew you last episode,
and you actually did a pretty good job because if I tried, it was just going to be a stick figure with long hair to draw for me drawing you. That would be my drawing of you.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching Supervised Goobers. Unsupervised Goobers, we love
you so much. We aren't supervised at all. We're unsupervised.
No, we're unsupervised Goobers, but we love you.
We love you so much, guys.
I know I love you. Do you love them, Nick?
I love them so much. I love you guys so much.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good night, and make sure you think about Jean Stevens tonight. She's a beautiful angel.
Go dig up your family members. They're claustrophobic. Go dig them up.